was a late convert to, but does play as well. We're always waiting for his spirit animal, the Jinx. That's the one
Yeah, exactly.
that we're always excited for. Maybe we'll see it today with the silver priority being high for everyone. The lineups come out here, and no surprises sprung on either side. Neon will not be playing game number 1 for Kingzone.
Yeah, not going to be coming in game number 1. It was very interesting when he did sub in the last series because he subbed in and then played Yasuo. Certainly a champion that feels like a pawn special, even though pawn has moved away from it of late. We're going to be introducing been stolen. We can't find it in the jungle somewhere. I don't know, this Jinair plane has not been one that we've seen. Sad plane's been everywhere. I mean, I feel like they've really brought those
I don't
ones
tweet it
out
anymore,
of the box.
Atlas.
Yeah.
I gave up on that one. After the two-match streak, there's nothing to be sad about. Sadly, that is the new world that Jinair lives in. Kingzone, Dragon X, going to get their invitation to the stage here by Costa John. The expectation is for them to heavily dominate, and for Jinair, it's kind of just a chance to find something in the early game, but actually pay it forward. You know, I was losing my mind about sticking the Ezreal bot lane with 2 items last time I cast Jinair. Consider though, because it's half engaged, half fun, and we're going lift off. There's no pawn set in this game. Don't be silly, Atlas.
Oh, it would have been so much more fun than this. Oh man, we got teased and then ultra baited as the Jinx hover was also there. But it's okay, this is going to keep Deft way more safe, has been an option.
Performance from Kaz in this game number 1.
Well, let's hope so if you're a Kingzone fan, but here we go, game number 1. Straight up doesn't care about getting it for the team composition. He gets it so that he can have that performance. And threads the goddamn needle. That was amazing as Root. One more auto, that'll happen. And Tucson just delivers the lantern over to Def. What beautiful play.
That was excellent from the duo of Kingzone. And I think it easy against Jinair and say, well, they'll make a mistake. We'll chill out and eventually win. I don't think that prepares them for the future. Rascal takes unbelievable
has
damage.
to flash. Doesn't flash early to get out of that dark procession and then just sits in there and has to blow flash anyway. Brilliant. Tucson moves back towards the bottom side, just throws out a hook. Box is down here as well, but that means the stopwatch has to be thrown in there, and Malrong clearing out vision. Full demonstration to Kingzone that he is there and definitely
evading an Aatrox, and because of all of that, we're watching these turret plates get cashed in further and further.
Another hook lands from Tucson. Emo Plague comes in, but that's a zoning Emo Plague if ever I've seen one, Papa, as Malrong's going to come around to the mid lane. Hero's entrance comes down, but Petrifying Gaze is in a great position. Dodges out of the way. Good cleanse there from Pawn, who wants to turn it here onto Nova, who is tanking up the turret.
About even his own mistakes, apart from maybe Rascal approaching this lane where
yeah, Hook's going to come through. Speaking of approaching the lane, that is just a very dead Galio. Already used his stopwatch. That's just a free one. No gargoyles for you, Jinair. The free Essence Flare. Essence Reaper as Linderung's finding himself losing these matchups, even with his girlfriend down here.
As, of course, a reference to an amazing quote from Amazing Jay, where he said that the power of Yorick is in his girlfriend and his 4 children.
Well, Pawn is going to yell at Linderung, and Linderung's going to, Grace, and Grace is going to have to use his ultimate.
They suspect it now, but the control wards are down. That was a death rush in mid, and whether it is hoping against hope or giving up on the Baron, they're not going to get it. There's the Baron.
Well, there's the teleport as well from Root, but it's just a little bit too late.
That moment that I think everyone's had. You know when you blow up at something unrelated to your frustrations?
Yeah.
That is literally what just happened there. Malrong, after 26 minutes of watching, went in, he died, and now more people might follow him.
Yeah, well, that turret is going to be tanked for a very long time. Well, then did not actually use there by Cuz because he wasn't expecting to die to that turret. Turret does fall down, Pawn's on the bottom side of the map, and it's a little bit of a whoopsie here for Kingzone, but when you're this far ahead, it barely even matters. But it comes back to what we were talking about. How clean was this closeout going to be? Not super clean there with Cuz just throwing away his life, but Pawn underneath this turret, they should be able to break open the base here with 2 of these siege minions. And Kingzone, even with only 4 members, should still be able to take this fight to Jinair. Already so much the health bar done from Grace's Root. Does still have the Sanguine full. Emo Plague comes down, but Def just not scared of this Vladimir whatsoever. Maybe he should have been, because that Emo Plague pop did do a lot of damage. Still, Kingzone able to take down this inhibitor. Malrong has respawned. They will be able to break open the base.
I think he understood that the backup was not there.
Bit of an example of what this game sort of means. Infernal Chain's not going to deny the claw, but the flash in there, Cuz trying to get some redemption. It's an early ultimate, but you can understand why he's doing it. Doesn't want to die just yet. Kicks back into the squad here as he is brought down into that passive. Bloodwell's not huge, but he is going to be able to umbral dash to get out of that base gate. The Maiden doing some work, but The only one that actually has the cojones to move up towards King Zone at this point in time.
Cuz really feeling frisky, kind of unnecessarily so, but it doesn't actually cost his team anything. We see a lot of claws. Will we see an engaged Nova?
We're going to not see Vladimir at all in this fight, as Nova's going to get pulled back. Good infernal change there from Cuz as Rascal dives on forward. He's got a lantern to get himself out, but he's not going out. He's got the Gargoyle Stoneplate. He's the better Gargoyle this game. It's a double kill for Deft. 8-1 is the kill score. And King Zone are trashing Jin Air in game number 1. Only a couple of turrets to go down, and they're looking to fish in this fountain before we finish this one off. Nexus turret number 2, and now the Nexus to 4.
We had enough. We're zooming out early because we know it's all about the aplomb with which King Zone end the game. It's definitely not about the competition. King Zone Dragon X able to take down Jin Air, and that unfortunate record looks very much likely to be enacted. No team has only won a single best of 1 in a entire best of 3 round robin, but that may be the story for Jin Air Green Wings, as King Zone Dragon X, only team that loaded up in game number 1.
Yep, and a rare big smile for Pon there in that instant after the game was over, so good to see him in high spirits. Hasn't been that many games where he's been super happy. Neon, by the way, is always smiling. This guy seems to have like the best mental that we've ever seen, even though he's only played 3 games and hasn't necessarily found